Note to learner: this video provides content that will be hosted on the Ginnie Mae LMS in the near future. In this video, you will not be able to interact with screen content to include selecting pop-ups, launching resource hyperlinks, and answering knowledge check questions. Nonetheless, you will be presented with all of the content presented in the interactive e-learning training. Though the audio narration may request that you select items or buttons on the screen, please pause the video to read the content and then select play to continue with the video. When the video advances to a knowledge check, please pause the video and try to answer the question in your head. Select play to see the correct answer or answers to the question. Welcome to the Single Family Basics of the Reporting and Feedback System, RFS. The purpose of this training is to present the basics of RFS, including the data elements, calculations, and data flow. Select objectives to learn what you will be able to do by the end of this module. Select Next to continue when you are ready. There are 4 types of records in RFS: pool, P records, loan, L records, sensitive loan, S records, and various loan, V records. MBS Guide Appendix 6-19, RFS Issuer Monthly Report of Pool and Loan Data, provides the detailed specifications for these records. The pool record contains data elements related to the Ginnie Mae pool, including the Security Renaming Principal Balance, RPB. Importantly, one record reports on one pool. A file would typically have one pool record for each pool reported by the issuer. It is not mandatory that a submission file always have pool records. The loan record contains data elements related to the loans associated with the pool records, one record for each loan. A file would have one loan record for each loan reported by the issuer. It is not mandatory that a submission file always have loan records. The sensitive loan record contains static information and personally identifiable information, PII. It is only reported if there is a change to the data or if there is a reporting exception message that requires correction of the data. The various loan record contains various other static information related to the loan. It is only reported if there is a change to the data that was initially submitted or if there is a reporting exception message that requires correction of the data. Select each record type to learn more. Select Next to continue after you review more about each record type. There are 25 fields in the pool record. The pool record always begins with the letter P. The 2 fields which generate the most exceptions are Field 4, Pool FIC, and Field 10, Security RPB. FIC is the acronym for Fixed Installment Control. Note that the Pool FIC field must agree with the Cumulative Active Loan FIC for the reporting period. The final Security RPB in Field 10 is the value that RFS releases to the Central Payment and Transfer Agent, CPTA, after 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the 4th business day. Note that Fields 14, 15, and Fields 20 through 23 only apply to multifamily pools. The complete pool record table is detailed in the Appendix 6-19 RFS Issuer Monthly Report of Pool and Loan Data on page 7. Field descriptions and field exception messages are detailed below the table. Select Next to continue. The loan record always begins with the letter L. The L record has a total of 29 fields. To report single-family loans, report data in Fields 1 through 23 and Field 29. The 3 fields that generate the most exceptions are Field 5, Case Number, Field 7, First Payment Date, and Field 8, Loan Maturity Date. These 3 fields should all match the reported values from loan origination. The case number layout for each agency can be found in APM 02-17. All 15 digits of the case number are required on each loan record. The loan OPB, original principal balance, field 10, must agree with the original note even if the loan has been modified. The last installment paid date, field 12, should be reported when a full P&I payment has been received. Note that all collections of interest and principal should be reported in fields 18 and 19 when collected within the reporting cycle. If you collect more than one payment within the reporting cycle, the total must be reported in fields 18 and 19. Field 23, loan UPB, must be reported even if the loan is being liquidated. If reporting a liquidation, report liquidation data in fields 24 through 28. Field 29 is the loan T&I balance. The complete loan record table is detailed in the Appendix 6-19 on page 12. Select Next to continue. There are 21 fields in the sensitive loan record. The sensitive loan record begins with the letter S. If there is a change to report in one or more of the 5 borrower fields in the sensitive data record, the issuer should submit all borrower fields for reprocessing, including those for which there are no changes. For a single-family sensitive loan record, field 9, last name 1, is the borrower's last name. The complete sensitive loan record layout table and field exceptions are detailed in the Appendix 6-19, beginning on page 20. Select Next to continue. There are 25 fields in the various loan record. The various loan record begins with the letter V. The V record should only be reported if there is any change in data that was initially submitted at origination on the schedule of pooled mortgages. The following fields apply specifically to SF loans: fields 3 and 4, fields 8 and 9, fields 12 through 22, and field 25. The complete various loan record table is detailed in the Appendix 6-19 on page 23. Select Field Details to learn more about each of these fields. Select Next to continue when you are ready. The Reporting and Feedback System, RFS, maintains data that was reported at pool issuance, or the most recent data reported to RFS by the issuer. RFS updates or captures the information reported at pool delivery. RFS has system controls on changes to data previously reported for controlled fields. The controlled fields are indicated by a superscript 1 at the end of the field name. Issuers must not report the various loan record if no changes are present. Issuers should ensure that any data reported on the various loan record meets the objective of changing previously incorrect or incomplete data or is updating fields. Let's examine the various suspense process. If a various loan record for field 5, loan to value 1, is submitted, the record will suspend. The issuers are notified in RFS by e-notification when they have a suspended V item. RFS Operations contacts the issuers to provide instructions by emailing Ginny Mae Various at Deloitte.com. Select Next to continue. Now, check your understanding. RFS conducts calculations on the pool P record. 7 fields are calculated for purposes of editing, loan and pool accounting, and pool summary data. Fields calculated by RFS but not reported by the issuers include opening security RPB, scheduled principal, interest due security holder, and cash due security holder. RFS examines the calculated closing security balance field. RFS compares this to the issuer-reported security remaining principal balance, RPB. RFS also calculates the guarantee fee and the liquidations in full FIC fields. Finally, issuers report adjustments to FIC if needed and closing FIC. RFS compares the closing pool FIC to the reported loan FIC. Any discrepancy will generate an exception. Select Next to continue. The RFS Summary screen provides data that the issuer can view showing the RFS calculations for the issuer's monthly reporting. The summarization of RFS calculations includes the number of pools expected compared to the number of pools reported, and the number of loans expected versus loans reported. Another calculation is on the loan delinquency based on the current reporting period, that is, header record field 3, compared to reported last installment paid date, that is, loan record field 12. RFS will compare the pool FIC to the reported loan FIC. Finally, it will examine the principal and interest collected as summarized in the loan level in 11710-A. Select Next to continue. Now, check your understanding. Turn your attention now to the essential reporting requirements. As shown on the monthly reporting workflow calendar, 100% of pool and loan data must be reported electronically to Ginnie Mae's reporting and feedback system by 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the second business day of the month. Critical RFS alerts must be cleared by 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the fourth business day. There are consequences for non-compliance. If you miss reporting 100% pool and loan data by 7 p.m. Eastern Time on the second business day deadline, a list of missing pools and/or loans are reported to Ginnie Mae. You may be contacted by your Ginnie Mae account executive to provide an explanation. The issuer may be assessed a civil monetary penalty due to missing the deadline. Select any item on the calendar to learn more. Select Next to continue when you are ready. Once the issuer uploads files to RFS, the system keeps track of how many files are uploaded and the file contents. You can confirm that your file successfully loaded by reviewing the Pool Accounting PA Functional Acknowledgements FA on either e-notification or the RFS FA screen. The PA Functional Acknowledgement informs the issuer about whether the file was accepted A or rejected R. The PA Exception Feedback file displays the exceptions, that is, errors, severity level, exception code, and exception field. This is an example of a rejected file. The reject message states, "File name format is incorrect." Select Next to continue. RFS exception messages are defined for each type of record in Appendix 6-19, RFS Issuer Monthly Report of Pool and Loan Data. Shown on the screen is a downloaded exception feedback file. It is typically downloaded as a CSV file and then saved to your computer as an Excel file. Notice that column D provides the severity and column E displays the code for the exception. Column G identifies the exception message. Select Next to continue. Let's explore some common reasons for files to be rejected as noted on pages 33 and 34 of the Appendix 6-19. The entire file will be rejected if it fails any of the following. First, the file must pass the antivirus check. It will also fail if the file name is not valid. For example, the year and month must match the current reporting period. If the file content is not in ASCII format or the first character in each record is not H, L, P, S, T, or V, the file will be rejected. If the record lengths are not consistent with the record type, the file will fail. For example, the P record length is not between 196 and 255, or the L record length is not 294 for single-family loans. The S record length must be between 141 and 401, and the V record length must be between 11 and 125. Select Header Record Issues and Ensure Proper Processing to learn more. Select Next to continue when you are ready. There is a three-step process for RFS edits. Step 1 is file upload, and RFS edit results. Step 2 is summarize pool and loan data and RFS edit results. Step 3 is review exceptions. Select Next to continue. Let's examine the three-step process more closely. Step 1 is the initial edit process. Files are uploaded or data is entered online to RFS, where it is subject to RFS upload editing or online editing. You may view uploaded files in the Functional Acknowledgement screen in RFS or within eNotification. Exception feedback is provided for any files that are accepted. Data uploaded or entered online must also be processed by RFS Summarize, found on the Summary tab. In Step 2, the summarization process generates the pool and loan accounting calculations. Summarization will occur automatically when the issuer has reported 90% of pool and loan data. Nightly bulk summarization takes place for all issuers meeting the 90% criteria to include any data manually entered online in RFS. If 90% of the data is not accepted, the summarization process was not completed, and the summary screen will not display correct values. In Step 3, the issuer should review their exception feedback by navigating to RFS, selecting Exception Feedback from the drop-down menu, and then selecting the Summary tab. This screen provides a snapshot of the monthly reporting activity and total number of outstanding exceptions. It is recommended that you download the file and save it in Excel format. Select Next to continue. Now check your understanding. Now check your understanding. The goal of this training module was to provide you with a fundamental understanding of the single-family reporting and feedback system, RFS, including the data elements, calculations, and data flow. You explored the 4 types of RFS records, including the pool record, loan record, sensitive loan record, and various loan record. You then examined the RFS calculations and what is found on the RFS summary screen. Next, you learned about essential workflow reporting requirements and the consequences of non-compliance. Finally, you learned about the high-level process for conducting RFS edits to the data. Select Objectives for a review of what you should now be able to do. You may use the Exit button to leave this presentation at this time.